It's Rosemary again, and this is week 5 of our St Magnus Lent recipes, and you find me making ice cream. Now this is a wonderfully simple recipe given to me by Bichan, and it's a honey ice cream, and when there's Orkney honey around, which you can usually get most reliably at Sutherland's Chemist, but I know Duncan at Kirkness and Gorrie has it as well. But when it's around, then use that. There isn't any at the moment, I know, I tried. So I've ended up using Green City honey from Shearers, and this comes from an owner, a worker-owned cooperative, and it's just got really good ethical products in it. So as I say, this came from Shearers, but why would you make your own ice cream when we've got Orkney ice cream? And this is my favourite when we go out. Do you remember when we used to go out to the Picky, to the cinema? I like the lemon curd, Nick's a vanilla honeycomb man, so I guess we'll be eating those while we're watching telly one evening. And we've talked about the honey, and I've got 4 egg yolks in here as well. And these are from the Gruther farm, which is literally, a quarter of a mile away from us here on South Ronaldsay. And they're fabulous eggs. And I've just whisked the honey into the 4 egg yolks. I'm going to put it over a pan of simmering water and whisk it until it's thick. And we're there. Well, I've just cooled the custard down by putting the bowl of custard into some cold water just to get that cold. Gosh, Bichan, are you slim? That was a lot of effort, and I have to tell you that in true Blue Peter style, I have already made 1 lot of ice cream, and I whisked the eggs, yolks and the honey in the Kenwood Chef, not over water, and it was much easier. I don't have an electric hand whisk, so obviously if you do, you can do it as Alan says, over a pan of water, but if you've got a Kenwood, then do it in that. And now I'm adding a pot of the Orkney cream. This has actually got washing up water in it, but it looks almost convincing, doesn't it? Alan's recipe says 300 ml. We've now got 250 ml packs of the cream, so one of those is fine. If you want to put a couple of tablespoons of yogurt or something in to make up the quantity, that's fine, but I don't really think it's necessary. So scrape all that out, and it really is, I have to say, I think this is the simplest recipe for ice cream that I've ever tried out. There we are, just fold that all together. I like to use a wire whisk for folding in because you get so many more, you know, goes at it, if you like. If you just use a tablespoon, you've only got one edge cutting through, but with a whisk, you've got plenty. Now, the brilliant thing about this is that Alan says it doesn't need to be stirred during freezing. I'm lucky, I've got an ice cream machine, which whisks as it beats, not quite as it cleans. Who remembers the old Hoover advert? So I have made some in that, and this will go into the freezer now following Alan's instructions, and I will not whisk it, not risk it, I will not whisk it, and we shall see how it comes out. Now, any homemade ice cream, you will need to take it out of the freezer a good 15 minutes before you attempt to serve it, because it has nothing in it to make it soft scoop. It's made just as ice cream should be, and this is the reason you'd make your own, made from good local ingredients with nothing else added, no stabilizers or soft scooperers or anything. Now, I went to college to learn not to lick my fingers when giving a cookery dough. It was a long time ago. So this is going into the freezer, and I guess it will be frozen in probably about 3 hours, I should think, and very little washing up. So, see you soon. The moment has come. I've had the ice cream out of the freezer for 15 minutes. And so I'm just pitching in. Yes, 15 to 20 minutes, I should think, or a warm spoon would do the trick. And there it comes. And it's certainly not at all grainy. That really is such an easy and delicious ice cream. Now, I've got 2 spoons. I've also got 2 bowls because I think the cameraman will deserve a taster as well. But let me just have a try of this. It is so creamy and delicious. I think I would have put a little bit more honey in it, and of course I used a measuring spoon and not a tablespoon such as you might have in your cutlery collection. So it's up to you. You could probably double the actual tablespoons of honey, but that is delicious. And as I say, such a very, very easy ice cream recipe, concentrating on fabulous local Orkney ingredients. So thank you, Alan. Thank you very much indeed for sharing that with us. Next week, we're going to do a tasting of fair trade and ethical chocolates. And Jill Smee from Orkney Fair Trade has very kindly stepped up to the mark to do this with me. And you too can join in with it. You will need 5 chocolates. One is Lidl's own label JD Gross Peru dark chocolate, a 60% chocolate. And the other 4, I would suggest for ease that you order them online from chocoletta.co.uk. And they are the Divine Deliciously Dark Smooth Hazelnut, Seed and Bean, Lemon and Cardamom, Single Origin Dark Chocolate from the Dominican Republic. Lemon and cardamom is the important thing there. From Cox and Co, you will need the 61% Colombian cocoa, bee pollen and honey bar. And the final chocolate to taste will be from Love Cocoa, and it is the English Mint 71% dark chocolate. So those are all available online, and if you would like to join in with the chocolate tasting, which has a terrific amount of information about the various ethical accreditations for chocolate, get yourself sorted out with those chocolates, and then you'll really be able to be part of next week's, well, not recipe video, but chocolate tasting.